Good afternoon. My name is Donna Fiesel, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge Talk Show, where truth matters. You can find us on the radio at icradio.media, television, channel 182 on Charter Communications, and Abundant Television found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Don't forget the podcast at thenewscasters.com. We're going to talk about tech jobs today. I'm a cheerleader for tech jobs. First of all, no college debt unless you want to go on ahead and after you started your career and you have a little money put to the side, you want to go back to college and get a degree. That's wonderful. But you don't have to worry about college debt, good paying jobs. And you can actually work for a big company remote from home. So let's go ahead and talk about that. I think this is a wonderful thing. Before we get started, though, remember you can always send an email to Donna at donnasedge.com. And this came from Nicholas. And Nicholas said, what about tech jobs? What do you know about those? So we're going to dig in. We're going to find out what you can do remote at home. And you can even start some of these jobs part-time. But be careful out there because there are scammers who will say you're going to get paid and it'll be nothing but to get your contact information and finding out more about you and how they can possibly ruin your credit. So be very careful. We're going to be talking about that as well. Okay, so these are called flex jobs. The flex jobs that actually the top 100 companies in the United States to watch for remote jobs always include a variety of employees that routinely work from home. There will be sometimes maybe you'll need to go to the home office and talk with folks and work there, but routinely made from home. Now, to get an idea, let's go ahead and look at these top 100 companies and what they're hiring for. Some of these I've never heard of from before, but here is one. It's called Canaccal. So Canaccal utilizes the operating system to deliver enterprise engineering and consumer services to meet the needs of its clients. These include remote job tech jobs, product marketing manager, LOT, and then also cloud support engineer. And that's pretty awesome there, where you can actually work out of your home. I know several people who live in very small towns out across the United States. Some of you send emails letting me know about that. And you can live in a small town, not worry about crazy traffic, and work out of your home. I think that's pretty awesome. Some criteria, and that's not for everybody. You got to be self-motivated to go along with these jobs as well. Now, there's another company called Coalition Technologies. So Coalition Technologies offers clients a variety of services that meet their online business needs. This includes web design and development. Now, recent remote tech jobs from this company include front-end developer and digital producer. And you can find those jobs, by the way, at flexjobs.com. Flexjobs.com. Okay, Cognoscent. This is a weird one. Never heard of this one either. So they're an award-winning global provider of informative technology and business consulting services. This includes digital business, digital operations, and digital systems and technologies. So their recent remote tech jobs include techno-functional architect, as well as Oracle DMA. And you can also find those jobs here on the website, flexjobs.com. Databricks. I've heard of this one. Databricks specializes in unified data analytics and also helps companies equip their data for analytics, empower data-driven and data science decisions, and quickly adopt machine learning to surpass their competition. So these recent remote jobs include a solutions architect, as well as a staff security assurance project manager. Again, you can find those jobs at flexjobs.com. Now, Datadog. I've heard of this one. So Datadog offers a monitoring and security platform to help these cloud-based companies keep their systems secure and their customers happy. It's all about customer service, right? So recent remote tech jobs include sales systems developer and a senior software engineer, cloud network engineer. Okay, there's another company called Figma, Figma, created specifically for interface design. So Figma provides support for creators to thrive with the power of the design community so they can take the design process to the next level. Recent remote tech jobs include production engineer and manager workforce management and data insights. Another one, GitHub. I've heard of this one. So the GitHub platform supports a community of over 24 million people dedicated to learning, sharing, and working together to develop software. The most recent tech jobs include Senior Product Manager of Security Products, also Product Data Analyst. So that's pretty awesome there. Okay, everybody's heard of GoDaddy, and that's the ranks up there as number 8. So let's talk about that one. GoDaddy is actually where we have our website planted, and it's secure there. Is a web services platform that helps individuals and services worldwide start, grow, and manage their online presence. Recent remote tech jobs include Senior Software Engineer, and this is an experimenting platform, and Principal Workforce Security Engineer. HubSpot. Everybody's heard of HubSpot. HubSpot has emerged as the force behind the industry-leading inbound marketing and sales platform. With offices worldwide, HubSpot provides software, support, and services to clients in more than 90 countries. Recent remote tech jobs include staff technical lead backend and also senior manager data quality. We're hearing some job descriptions that we've never heard before, right? As technology grows. Okay, there's another company called Kforce. It's K as in kite, Force. And Kforce is a professional solutions firm that builds and manages elite teams within technology and finance and accounting with top employers nationwide. Recent remote tech jobs include database administrator 4 and project coordinator. Okay, another company called MindBody, and this is number 11. MindBody is a software company that has developed a platform for the wellness industry. It connects individuals to local fitness, beauty, and health services. Most recent remote tech jobs include group product manager, as well as a program management lead. Now, if you have a young person in your house, or maybe you're just thinking about a career change and you're interested in technology, you need to share this show right here today, because a lot of information you don't normally see out there, like on Monster Jobs and that kind of thing. Okay, Mozilla. I've heard of this one. This has been around for a while. Mozilla coordinates and manages the Mozilla open source development environment to ensure the internet puts people first and remains an accessible resource for public communities worldwide. Most recent tech jobs include manager, and that's a mobile manager, as well as a staff services engineer. Now, NTT Data is number 13. They're a global IT innovator. So NTT Data specializes in system integration and networking system services for more than a dozen industries, from the public sector to banking and healthcare. Most recent net job and tech jobs include net architect and also the VBA of access developer. Again, you can find these jobs on flexjobs.com. Number 14, leading in with OpenLane Incorporated. So working in power to the world's automotive marketplaces through technology. OpenLane helps automakers, so we got it all covered, helps automakers, financial institutions, dealer groups, and fleet operations buy, sell, and trade used vehicles. These jobs include lead software engineer, as well as the senior software developer and test. Now, Samsara pioneers the Connected Operation Cloud, which allows businesses to harness data to develop insights and improve their operations. So the recent remote tech jobs include technology internal audit manager, as well as a sales engineer mid-market. Number 16, SAP. SAP provides clients in 180 plus countries with enterprise services and software, along with machine learning and digital transformation services. So their top jobs include currently Senior Information Security Compliance Specialist, as well as a Senior Compliance Manager. Number 17, Sutherland, Sutherland. Sutherland is a global process transformation company that rethinks and rebuilds processes for the digital age. So recent remote tech jobs include customer care representative, that's very important, as well as a director of global solutions architect. Twilio, Twilio, operates as a cloud communications company that provides users in a way to make and receive calls and text using web service APIs. The two most recent tech job openings have been systems administrator as well as content developer, security engineer, insider risk. Number 19, Veeva, and that's Veeva. Veeva is a leading provider of cloud-based software and services for the life sciences industries. Their two most are data analyst as far as a compliance analyst. So also Workato, that's Workato. They're a computer software company that has developed an enterprise automation platform with easy-to-use automation and integrations. The two most recent tech jobs include technical consultant as well as senior back-end developer, Ruby. Okay, let's go ahead and head out into a commercial break. I think we probably need to do that right now. We'll be right back in just a few seconds. Y'all hang in there. Twin City Used Car Sales has been serving drivers in the Northeast Alabama area for years with a quality selection of late model used cars, SUVs, and pickup trucks. On top of our extensive selection and competitive prices, we offer professional auto financing services for used car buyers of all credit levels. Whether you've just begun your search or you're ready to secure your next vehicle, at Twin City Used Car Sales, you will drive away with the vehicle of your dreams. The sales and finance staff at Twin City Used Car Sales looks forward to serving you, and you can apply for financing online before your visit to our used dealership in Gadsden, Alabama. Check us out on the web at twincityusedcars.com or go by our location at 901 First Avenue, Gadsden, Alabama. We sincerely look forward to serving you. The Hatter Cafe and Country Inn is nestled in the northeast corner of Alabama the Beautiful in the delightful town of Mentone. We're located on top of scenic Lookout Mountain near Little River and DeSoto State Park and located only 5 minutes from shopping and restaurants. There is also a nearby community walking path and golf course. We welcome everyone through the doors, and we are committed to outstanding service for all guests. At the Hatter Cafe and Country Inn, we invite people from all walks of life to come and get away from it all, enjoy the open spaces, treetop views, fresh, clean air, and experience Southern hospitality at its finest. We look forward to hosting you. To reserve a special event, or if you would love a special getaway at the Country Inn, you can call us at 256-634-2018.
Are you ready?
We all wonder what tomorrow will bring, but the future lays itself at the feet of the prepared and surrenders to the will of the persistent. It's not easy, but today shapes you so you can shape tomorrow. With Northeast Alabama Community College, when the future asks if you're ready, you can answer
yes.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
The only place I buy my beef is Lone Tree Ranch in Collinsville, Alabama. Their cattle is born and raised on their ranch, grass and grain-fed, and you can feel confident when you serve your family and friends because their beef is all natural and no antibiotics or hormones are added. You can buy whole beef or perhaps go in with family or friends and buy half. Their customer service is number one as they take care of the delivery to their local processor and can deliver to your home for a small added fee. They also offer herd replacement heifers. I always call Lone Tree Ranch in Collinsville, Alabama for my beef specialty recipes and cookouts, and you can too. Food shortages are increasing, so buy local by calling 256-523-6462. That's 256-523-6462.
Donna's Designs offers a line of handmade memorial, wedding, and keepsake jewelry that launched back in 1970. I'm a self-trained jewelry designer, and I will work closely with you to create unique designs you can love and treasure for years to come. Whether that be flowers that were used in a funeral arrangement or stones you found on the beach at a memorable trip, call me at 256-659-4319, and let's think of the possibilities.
At Lamone's Mexican Restaurant, located in Henniger, Alabama, and voted Best Mexican Restaurant of DeKalb County, Alabama 2020, we're here to serve you with authentic Mexican cuisine. Order easily online by going to lamonsmex.com or call 256-657-3999 to place your order. We're open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whether you're celebrating a cozy date night for two or a celebration for a crowd, at Lamone's you'll love our atmosphere and friendly servers. Thank you for dining with Lamone's Mexican Restaurant.
My Towels solved the problem that we've all had with towels. You go into the stores and they feel lotiony and soft, but then you get them home and they wind dry you. That's why I made My Towels. They actually work, they're soft, and they absorb. And now I'm excited to announce 2 brand new lines of My Towels. What makes them the best towels ever is they're now made with 100% long staple Shapir cotton. This is a combed ring spun cotton that makes My Towels even softer and more absorbent than ever. And now you get a 6-piece set for an amazing introductory sale price as low as $29.98. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to get My Towels for only $29.98. Or you can get my designer premium line for just $20 more. Either way, you save 50% now on all My Towels. They actually work. What a concept. This offer won't last long, so please order now.
MyPillow.com. Okay, we're back. My name is Donna, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge Talk Show. Thank you so much for watching every day, Monday through Friday, from 1 to 3 p.m. Central, as I get to ride home with you in the afternoon. We've been talking about tech jobs and working from home. So let's go a little bit further into this situation and talk about how you can work from home. And I'm going to tell you, it takes quite a bit of adjusting, but once you have everything in place, no problem. Okay, so let's talk about it. Number one, you need to create a dedicated workspace. You need your space, whether it's a man cave or a she cave, whatever you got. Make sure it could be like a bedroom you're not even using. And so Phil actually had a studio built for me when I started working, and actually taping from home. Now I do remotes as well, but working from home, again, does take a little bit of adjusting. So I found what worked for me is to have my own dedicated space. Nobody else enters except for the guests. So that works out. But why do we do this? So build a dedicated workspace or a home office with proper lighting and comfortable furniture, but not too comfortable, okay? A defined space gets you into the work mode and improves your focus. I'll have to agree with that. Make sure your workspace has some focal or natural light that doesn't cause glare or eye strain. Invest in a good desk and a chair suited for extended sitting to facilitate your healthy posture and comfort. Also have a fast and reliable internet connection. That's extremely important to avoid connectivity issues that slow you down. Having an actual workspace boosts your productivity compared to working from your couch or your bed. Don't do that. Separating work and living spaces also help create boundaries to leave work behind at the end of the day. Now, number 2, they say don't work in the living room. Why would that be? Close the doors in your workspace to reduce household noises. While it's ideal to have an entirely private home office, many remote workers lack a distinct workplace from family members. Remember, it's still about work, okay? You may have some family members who drop in and say, oh, she's just working at home. Oh, he's just working at home. They don't take it seriously. If you take it seriously, your family members will. Now, when isolating work life isn't feasible, simply closing doors to the workspace helps limit intruding sounds. Also, turning on fans, humidifiers, or white noise machines adds another layer of insulation, that kind of noise insulation during calls or deep focus sessions when needed. Okay, you need to set some real work from home hours. That's another one. If you're not careful, you're either going to not work enough hours or you're going to work too many hours. Okay, so there's a balance there. Let's talk about it. Okay, now that you have your office or your work area set up, it's time to get down to business. I mean, literally. So if you're going to make working from home an everyday commitment, then you need to set specific business or work hours. Maintaining a reliable schedule reinforces structures and discipline for remote teams. Decide on your most productive hours for core responsibilities and stick to them daily as much as possible. You need to know when to work and when to stop so you neither underwork nor burn yourself out overworking. Okay, so there was actually a study done, and so they asked a group of folks, would you say you're working less or more since you started working from home? 40% of these folks said, I'm working more. And then 20% said, I'm working less. 40% said, I'm working about the same amount of time. Okay, that sounds about right. I probably have to make myself work less hours because I'm at my home office and I'm thinking, well, I can just get this much more done, and maybe I'll work less the next day. Never happens. Okay, you're continuously working too many hours for some of us. Now, the beauty of working from home is you set your flexible working hours. For example, if you're most productive in the morning or you need to get the kids to school, you may work hours 7 a.m. until 3 p.m. Make sure to communicate your work schedule to co-workers and teams and your manager and enforce a hard limit at the end of the day. Distance yourself from work so you don't work nonstop. Again, that's for us workaholics. Number 4, set the right goals and priorities. It's important to set goals. Goals inform daily schedules while offering a sense of control and purpose. Beginning each morning by outlining a few top goals maintains control over how time and energy get allocated to get the best work done. Set daily or weekly goals to get focus and to get a sense of progress. It's good to have a to-do list handy so you can have your task designed for the day. Defining 1 to 3 key priority tasks to accomplish each workday concentrates the efforts on productive outcomes. So I wanted to show you a sample, and I've got it right here. It's kind of a schedule I use, and this is my recording days, okay? So I jot it down every single day. I put the day and the time. I want to get everybody's schedule for the show because the show airs Monday through Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. This actually, by keeping a goal like this, I wind up getting a lot more accomplished. I get a lot more accomplished on my daily tasks just from home living, from being wife and food person, getting the meals done. I'm actually able to cook every day because I also prioritize that. And I also schedule that, so I go ahead and cook some meals that you can freeze and you can take out of the freezer. And then we've got supper every night and breakfast every morning. So it can be done. I promise you, if you'll just set a goal and stick to it. Now, it takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you do, you'll be on a roll. You don't have anybody arguing that you don't get anything done around the house because you're working from home. Yeah, you can do it. If you'll set the goal, you'll be able to get it done. Okay, now we want to talk about having clearly defined goals, and that activates your motivation and your focus. Tracking progress on larger goals also maintains motivation. Now, whether using bullet journalizing, if you use boards or productivity apps, identifying objectives and the next steps boost organization. Again, this is just a simple little sheet that I use right here. I use that every single day. Now, Phil develops it for me. I jot it down. So he prints this up every Monday, and then I know how to organize my time. And I think that's pretty cool. I'm one of those, I have to see it on a piece of paper, you know? And once I see it on a piece of paper, it just kind of keeps me focused. Okay, now don't forget to clarify expectations and goals with your team and manager. Again, we're mentioning that again because you don't want the manager seeing you at a ball game at 2 o'clock in the afternoon when you actually began your work at 4 o'clock in the morning. You want to make sure they understand that. Also, you want to keep in contact with them about how you've reached your goals. That's also an asset. This maintains visibility even though you aren't physically present. It also gives you a chance to ask questions and raise concerns early before the problems occur. Now, the article right here mentions with your team and your manager at work, you also need to set these expectations with your family as well. So if you have some kids at home and, you know, you see, it's not that you're putting them on your daytime or anything like that, but they need to understand that it's serious, okay? Because the folks who really don't work well from home are the ones who don't establish those guidelines and also their goals and what they have scheduled throughout the day. If the kids know not to walk into your space between particular areas, hours of the day, and they'll adjust to it better than you think, then you'll get a whole lot more accomplished. Also, family members that could pop in, they've got to know when you have we've set that precedence with my family members, and they understand that particular days of the week is when I do my recordings. And so, unless there's a fire or, there's an emergency, I can't be bothered because I've got to have all my attention sent to you, the audience. Okay, so let's talk about using time management apps. I think we've got time to do that. We're going to have another show. This is just part 1. We'll have part 2 coming up next. Some productivity apps like Harvest, and I'm going to check some of these out. I haven't heard of them. Harvest, Rescue Time, and Toggl, Toggl, track the amount of time you spend on each task. Even minimize distractions. Using a time tracker app helps you to see your productivity levels each day and week. We get those for exercise. Your exercise app may say, good job, you walk so many miles per day. Or it may say, oops, you need to work on that. And so that's just a good reminder. This not only shows your most productive periods, but also how much time you spend on each task. Maybe you spent just a little bit too much time on one task you should have spent on another one. In words, let's say you work for a company where you're handling customer service calls. Try not to spend too much time on one, but enough time on one so the customer feels like they've been taken care of. Now, they say this, okay, I thought ahead. Okay, if you take calls from home for a call center, pay attention to your metrics. Call center metrics may tell a different story if you don't manage your time effectively. Okay, we're going to have to call it a day. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to have part 2 of this coming up next. Thank you so much for watching Donna's Edge on IC Radio, your source for news and entertainment. You can also find us on television, channel 182 on Charter Communications, and Abundant Television, found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Don't forget the podcast on thenewscasters.com. Also, I love your emails. Okay, that's why we have segments like this, because they're suggestions from you, and you, the boss of me. You tell me what you want to hear and what you want to see. So send an email to Donna@donnasedge.com. That's Donna@donnasedge.com. Just anything you'd like to talk about. I love hearing from you. Thank you so much for watching.